What? Are you really getting married? Don't tell me. It's that super ugly girl, isn't it? Yuck! What are you thinking? Ugh, this is so gross. I'm gonna have to take a shower.
Does it really bother you that much I'm getting married?
Yeah?
Why?
I mean, I guess I kinda understand if it's that ugly girl. What was her name, Mindy? But seriously, this is messed up.
What's your problem? You're not making any sense. And besides, stop talking about my fiancé like that. I haven't forgotten how you treated her when I introduced you either, by the way.
What am I supposed to do? Ignore the fact that she's ugly? Don't shoot the messenger.
Mindy is elegant, graceful, a modest dresser, and I love her.
I know love is blind, but I think you need to get your eyes checked. I guess when I think about it, I can't expect you to have more refined tastes like me and my husband. We're college graduates after all. You could say she's actually perfect for a college dropout like you. Just so you know, we're not planning on associating with you after the wedding.
That's probably for the best, I agree.
Huh?
I know all about how awfully you treated Mindy when you were in middle school, so it doesn't surprise me at all that you behaved like this when you found out we were getting married. Not to mention you were always Mom and Dad's favorite. You got all that love and attention to the point that I moved just to get away from the lot of you. I just introduced you guys to her as a formality, and while I was planning to invite you to the wedding, I wouldn't mind never seeing you ever again afterward. I'm glad you feel the same way.
Well, at least you know you're not wanted around here. That saves us a lot of trouble.
Hey, Mindy, I'm really sorry for how my sister treated you today. And my parents, too. They were acting pretty badly until they learned who you were.
It's fine, Steve. You've apologized more than enough, and you even warned me beforehand. But man, when you told me how much your parents spoiled Jessica, you weren't kidding.
Right? By the way, did Jessica really force you to give her your contact info?
Yeah, but it's just my line account, so no big deal.
She said she doesn't want anything to do with us, so you can go ahead and block her if you want.
I thought I'd do that after the wedding. Who knows when we might need to contact them about something. Better safe than sorry. Oh, and I'm very used to Jessica's attitude. We're not in middle school anymore. Nothing she says can hurt me now.
Okay, well, feel free to block her anytime she gets out of line, okay?
Thanks for worrying about me, Steve. But I'll be fine.
Hey, Stink. Oops, I mean Steve. Thanks for the wedding invitation. But we're not coming.
Okay, that's fine.
Fine? That's all you have to say?
Mindy's parents know exactly what kind of a family I was born into, and they obviously know about how you act toward Mindy. So if you say you're not coming, I don't see any reason to try and convince you to change your mind. It's gonna be a pretty small-scale wedding, so really, there's no issue with you not coming.
Whatever. But wait, what's that about a small-scale wedding?
Yeah, we're not inviting that many people, so we figured we didn't need to go overboard.
Oh, really? That gives me a great idea.
Oh, great.
So, me and my husband got married before a judge with no wedding, remember?
Yeah, what of it?
I think we might just have to throw a wedding after all. Oh, and we definitely won't be inviting you or your ugly wife.
Oh no, however will I recover from this? I think I'm gonna cry.
Don't get sarcastic with me.
I never expected you to invite us in the first place. Bye, Jessica.
You really tick me off, you know that? Hey, stupid. Oops, I mean Steve. Did you get our RSVP for your wedding?
Yeah, it came yesterday. You sure you don't want to come? Last chance to change your mind.
Oh, believe me, I'm very sure. Why'd I want to go to your wedding anyway? Where are you hosting it? A homeless shelter? Besides, our wedding will be on the same day.
The same day? Are you serious?
Oh yes, very serious. You can enjoy your crummy wedding with your hot dogs and macaroni and cheese or whatever. Meanwhile, We'll be having a glamorous, luxurious wedding that only college graduates can afford.
I'm struggling to understand why you'll be bragging about graduating $100,000 in debt and not being able to get a job until Dad lets you work at his company.
Don't be jealous I use my connections better than you.
All your co-workers say you're the laziest person in the office and keep shoving your work onto everyone else.
They're just jealous I'm more important than them. My dad's a big shot in the company. Anyway, our wedding date is set and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't worry, I'll send you some pictures of the food.
Oh, aren't you generous? Well, I'll put you down as not attending then.
You shouldn't have wasted the money on sending us an invitation.
Also, as your brother, I feel like I should warn you. You might want to rethink what you're doing.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you have no idea what a precarious position you're in. Pride cometh before the fall, as they say.
You're not making any sense. Hey, what gives? Why aren't you having your wedding?
What?
I came all the way out to the Bloomfield Hotel because I decided to be nice and come to your wedding. Why'd you cancel?
Bloomfield Hotel? What Bloomfield Hotel?
Isn't it obvious? The closest one to your house, you idiot. How did an uneducated loser like you scrape together enough money to have your wedding at such a nice hotel anyway?
Jessica, did you read the address on the invitation?
Did I go to the wrong place?
Yep.
Then where are you?
Hawaii.
What?
What, the Bloomfield Hotel in Hawaii?
Hawaii?
Yeah, the Bloomfield Hotel in Hawaii, just like we put on the invitations.
No way. A loser like you and your ugly wife don't deserve a wedding in Hawaii.
While you're wasting your time studying underwater basket weaving or whatever, I was honing business skills. I'm actually making more than most people my age.
Really?
Wait, what happened to your wedding? Weren't you having it today?
No one came.
Wow, really?
I posted about the wedding on Instagram, but no one came. Not even Mom and Dad came.
I can't say anything for your friends, but Mom, Dad, and the rest of our family are all here in Hawaii at our wedding.
They are? Why? Why would they go to your stupid wedding instead of mine?
Well, if it makes you feel better, they don't seem very comfortable sitting next to Mindy's family.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mindy's grandfather is the current president of the company Dad works for.
Huh? Wait, but that's the company me and my husband work for too. So, Mindy is the granddaughter of our company's president?
Yep,
Why didn't you tell me?
I did tell you.
When?
When I brought Mindy to the house to meet the family.
You did?
While you and your husband were busy calling me an idiot dropout and Mindy an ugly cow, Mom and Dad were pale-faced telling you to knock it off. Didn't you notice? I figured you were just ignoring them. Did you actually not notice?
So is that why they told us we should hold the wedding on a different day?
They tried to warn you, but you didn't listen.
But I picked that date on purpose. I was trying to ruin your wedding. I can't believe Mom and Dad would pick you over me.
Well, Dad is something of an executive at his company. So it really only makes sense that he would prioritize mine over yours, since he's the father of the groom to the president's granddaughter.
I can't believe this.
Like I said, don't worry, he isn't enjoying this. Mindy's grandpa knows all about how you've treated us since you were classmates.
Wait, so was none of my friends coming to the wedding all a part of Mindy's plan for revenge?
Don't blame Mindy for this. Did you even send any invitations out?
Invitations are such a pain. I just sent DMs out through Instagram to all the people I wanted to invite a few days ago.
Did anyone RSVP?
What are you talking about? I'm their friend. Why wouldn't they come? A couple people said something about having plans, but I told them to cancel those plans and come to my wedding.
Well, that doesn't seem like an effective way to invite people.
Why not?
Do you remember my invitation? It said to contact us to confirm whether you're attending or not, which even you did. Most people assume that if they didn't get a personal invitation, that they weren't invited.
Really?
I mean, what did you think was gonna happen when you just DM people a few days ago about your wedding? That's way too short notice. Didn't your planner give you any advice on invitations? Seems to me you might have grounds for a lawsuit if she okayed that plan of yours. What were you thinking?
Actually, all the wedding venues were booked for today. So I decided to rent out a French restaurant for the wedding. But no one came, so...
Actually, Mindy wanted to talk to you about that.
Mindy? Why?
She'll message you soon. Just wait a minute or two.
Jessica, go back to the restaurant right now.
Huh? Hey, Mindy. You're not messaging to lord it over me that you're the president's daughter, are you?
That's not the issue right now. My cousin is the owner of the restaurant that you booked. He's here at my wedding now.
That snooty guy was your cousin?
He just heard from the manager that the couple who booked the restaurant out today canceled at the last second and ran away without paying the bill. Ring any bells?
No.
Considering the circumstances, I knew right away that it was you, so I thought I'd message you myself to talk some sense into you. If you don't come back to the restaurant right now, they're going to call the police.
The police?
You have until 7:40 p.m. tonight to go back to that restaurant and pay your bill.
That's only 40 minutes from now. I'll never make it in time.
They're not gonna wait for you. You better hurry.
Oh no.
Jessica and her husband barely made it to the restaurant on time, so while they were relieved that the police didn't get involved, their relief turned to dread when they saw the bill for $15,000. They paid the bill with a credit card on the spot, but it seems like they were planning to pay for the dinner with gifts for their wedding. So this will leave them in quite a precarious financial position. She also managed to remove any potential for our parents to bail her out, because they had a huge blow-up over the wedding and our parents cut her off. It turns out that her husband had also not been in contact with his parents for years, so they couldn't turn to them either. The unhappy couple couldn't handle working at the same company as a father who had cut them out of his life, so they both quit their jobs at a short time later. They moved into a tiny apartment downtown, and they're each working multiple jobs to make ends meet. Their neighbors have made several complaints about their shouting matches at all hours of the night, so it looks like they might not even be a couple for much longer.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time. Excuse me, Abdul? Where the heck did you disappear to? Why did you go home despite still having work to do? Abdul!
Hey Zoe, sorry for the late reply. I was pretty sure I finished all my work for today. Did I miss something?
Yes, the job I asked you to do.
Huh?
I can't believe you went home without even touching it. I have to submit those files by the end of today, you know.
Wait, what? The job you asked me to do? I'm not sure I know what you mean. When was this?
I left it on your desk at about 5:40 p.m.
Zoe, that's after the end of my shift. I leave the office every day at 5:35.
What? Are you telling me you went home despite still having work to do?
I got all my work done comfortably on time today. In fact, I was pretty pleased not to have any overtime for a change.
What are you saying? How could you have gotten all your work done comfortably when there's a big fat pile of documents still sitting on your desk?
There's hardly anything I can do about work I got assigned after I went home. Anyway, this job you're talking about? Judging from the fact the deadline's today and you put it on my desk after I'd gone home, I can only assume that either the manager responsible for assigning it either forgot about it, or it was your job to begin with, which you forgot about, and upon realizing at the last minute, panicked, and tried palming it off on me like you always do. Well, am I right? Which one is it? The latter, I'm guessing?
How rude.
Whether you think it's rude or not, it's the truth, isn't it? Go on, Can I get some honesty out of you for a change? You spent all your time at work playing around on your phone or fiddling with your nails. It's not an exaggeration to say I've literally never seen you work for more than 5 minutes. Which is probably why you never end up making deadlines on time and palm your projects off onto me. Not only that, but you have this strange habit of giving me stuff right before it's due for submission, so I hardly ever have a chance of getting it done on time. I hate to say this, but this kind of feels like harassment. Do you have some kind of grudge against me? On the few occasions I did have time to do one of your jobs, you invariably took the credit for my work. I find your behavior jaw-dropping, to be honest.
Oh, button it already, would you? I'm sick of your whiny attitude. Forget all that. The bottom line here is that the section manager expects to see those files on his desk first thing tomorrow morning. If you don't want to cause everyone at the office problems and jeopardize your already very weak position at this company, I suggest you get to work.
Why don't you do it yourself?
I have important business to attend to right now, so I can't. Get back to the office and get to work. Now!
You gotta be joking! I just got home!
Well, you had better make sure you set your alarm clock nice and early so you can get to the office before everyone else and get it done then.
I'm pretty sure you need permission from one of the higher-ups to go into the office early. Can't just do it as you please.
Oh, don't worry. I just messaged him.
Huh?
I told the section manager about how you ran crying to me begging for help. Because you forgot to complete the documents he urgently needs to see on his desk first thing tomorrow.
What the heck? Why would you do that? That's a lie!
Actually, thanks to me thoughtfully and conscientiously filling him in on the situation like this, you now have permission to go in early tomorrow, which means it's now officially your job. You're welcome.
Just hold on a minute.
Apparently, all the bigwigs from Company HQ in New York will be coming down to look at these documents tomorrow. So I think it's about time you pulled your socks up, Abdul. If you don't do a good job here, it'll go down as your mistake, and whatever damage the company suffers as a result will be on you.
Fine. I'll be at the office first thing.
Finally, you're behaving like a mature adult. It took some time, but I'm pleased you saw sense in the end.
Zoe, please. I have to ask you to stop doing this. Make sure that this is the last time you palm any of your projects off on me, okay? I'm only a temp employee, so there's no guarantee I'm gonna be at this company forever. Eventually, you could find yourself without anyone to run to when you're struggling. And then what?
On the contrary, I'm a full-time regular employee at this company, and a highly respected one at that. So if you dare to defy me, I could see to it that your contract gets terminated at the drop of a hat.
Excuse me?
Basically, you're my servant, you filthy agency temp. You will serve and assist me to the best of your ability during your time here. You will bend over backwards to make sure all of my needs, wants, and momentary whims are satisfied completely. It would be in your best interests to stop talking back to me from now on. I think you know why, don't you, Abdul? Good boy.
Good evening, Abdul. Is now a good time? Hello, Mr. Rollins. Sure, what can I do for you? Apologies. I try to avoid contacting staff out of work hours if I can, but I wanted to talk to you as soon as I could. That's okay. What's up? It's about the documents you came into the office early this morning to put together. I see. Was there some kind of mistake? Did I miss something important? Not at all. Just the opposite, in fact. The opposite? So you might have heard about all the top brass from Company HQ coming down today to take a look at the documents. After they did, they requested to see some of your previous work. So I had my secretary send them a portfolio of everything you've done during your time here. To quote the CEO directly, for someone talented enough to compile documents this precise and easy to understand not to be a full employee at my company would be criminal. I've never seen anyone so emotionally moved while looking at business documents before. Everyone agreed, and they said they'd like to meet you. What do you think? Wow, well, I mean, strictly speaking, it's an interview. If it goes well, you could be given a long-term contract and become one of our regular employees. What do you say? I'd be honored to. Wow, thank you so much. Fantastic. I'll be in touch when I receive the schedule. Got it. Thanks again, boss.
Hey, Abdul, when the hell are you going to be coming back to the office? I heard you took a week's vacation. I don't know how the hell you pulled that one off. But anyway, my work piled up like crazy while you were gone. I have so much to do, you wouldn't believe. I'm practically buried here. Not just that, but a good chunk of it is due for submission later today. I hope you know that if you don't hurry up and get here soon, there's a good chance you'll be taking the fall for any missed deadlines, and your reputation at this company will be in tatters.
Huh? Zoe?
Who else would it be? Who do you think you are, taking an entire week off as an agency temp? I can only assume your vacation got approved due to some kind of error. Anyway, I have 10 projects due for submission before this afternoon. See to it that those get completed first. They're all on your desk waiting for you. Get to the office pronto.
Listen, Zoe, there's something you should know. I don't work in that office anymore.
Huh? Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird that your desk was totally empty. Wait, no way. Did you get laid off before your temp contract ended?
Nope. I'm a regular employee as of today.
What the fuck?
The reason I've been off for the last week is because I've been moving house. I've been super busy with everything.
Moving house?
Yep, as of today, I work at Company HQ in New York as a fully fledged regular employee.
What? You, a regular employee? And seriously, Company HQ? How? That's impossible. How could this happen? What did you do? Did you bribe someone?
Bribe someone? You can actually be funny sometimes. I wonder if you remember. It all began 3 months ago. Remember that time you palmed off a bunch of documents on me and I had to come into the office at 3 a.m. to get them done and on the boss's desk in time? You messaged him and got me permission to go in early, right? Remember?
Well, yes, I remember, but what of it?
Apparently, the bigwigs from HQ were really impressed because of how precise and easy to understand they were. They requested the boss approach me about becoming a regular employee. And, well, that's it. Here we are.
This can't be.
I heard they did some kind of announcement in the office group chat just before I got officially hired.
It was in the group chat? I didn't see that.
Interesting. So you don't really check it then, huh?
Anyway, more importantly, I need you to hurry up and get these 10 projects done. I'll be in major trouble if you don't.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I work at HQ in New York now.
What does that have to do with anything? You can't just leave us with a pile of unfinished work on your desk. Take some responsibility for once.
I took care of everything I had to take care of before I left. All I's dotted, all T's crossed, I assure you. I have no unfinished business there. Arrangements to bring in my replacement have also been made. I made sure to confirm it with both Mr. Rollins and the head manager before I left, so there's no doubt about it.
Well, you left behind some of my work. It hasn't even been started, and the deadline's today.
Yes, that's my point. The key word here being your work. Maybe it's time you took some responsibility for once. It's finally time to stand on your own 2 feet, Zoe. I warned you this would happen eventually.
Hey, you traitor. Where are the documents I asked you to get done and submitted before noon?
Excuse me?
I asked you to complete 10 projects, so you must have at least got 2 or 3 done by now. Just give me the stuff you've finished already. Anything will do, please.
I obviously haven't done any.
Excuse me, but I emailed you all the files.
You emailed them?
Everyone would have found out you were doing my work if I put them on the cloud, so I sent all the files and detailed completion specifications by email instead. Don't tell me you didn't even look.
That's right, I didn't look. I just checked my inbox and it looks like you never even sent me anything in the first place.
No way. I did. I so did. I just double-checked your email address. I most definitely did send you those files. Don't lie to me just because you can't be bothered to do them, you coward.
If by any chance, did you send them to the mail address I used back when I was a temporary agency employee?
Huh? The email address from when you were a temp.
I'm a regular employee working in HQ now, which means as of today, I'm the proud owner of a shiny new official company email address.
Huh?
They told me during my briefing this morning that I wouldn't be able to access the old email address I used back when I was a temp because it's getting deactivated. Was there no error message?
Error message? There was some kind of pop-up when I sent it, but I don't know anything about that stuff. Do I look like some kind of tech support nerd? Fine, just hurry up and tell me your new email address. Quick, we don't have much time.
We? You're cracking me up here, Zoe. Anyway, you can find my new email address on my profile page on the company's site. However, I won't be doing your work even if you send me it, so you may as well not bother.
That's not good enough. I need you to do it. No, you have to do it. I won't make my deadlines if you don't help me.
Guess what? I just had my boss contact your sales manager.
Huh? My sales manager? Why?
I had him inform your boss that one of the employees in his office is attempting to palm off their work onto an employee at HQ.
No, wait, you did what? How dare you, you miserable little agency temp! Know your place, vermin!
Seems like you forgot, but allow me to gently remind you that as of today, I am in fact a regular employee. Anyway, I think it's probably for the best you don't look down your nose at agency temps from now on, Zoe. More than that, you absolutely need to make sure you stop treating them like your personal servants and making absurd demands of them every time you're struggling with something. Because the truth is, there are countless people at this company who are more intelligent, hardworking, and better at their jobs than you, agency temp or otherwise.
How dare you be so insolent towards me!
I really don't think someone who's incapable of completing even her most basic job responsibilities, like checking the office group chat every now and then, or recognizing errors when sending mails, is in any position to be speaking to me like that.
Oh, just shut up and do my work already! How many times do I have to tell you we have 10 projects to get done by the end of today?
It's true. You sure do love repeating yourself. I'm sure you'll come up with something, though. Good luck!
Not good luck. I'm saying you have to help me. There's no way I can get through all this on my own.
This is what you get for slacking on the naive assumption someone else would always be around to pick up the pieces.
You're not helping here. I'm begging you.
Goodbye. I heard afterwards that somehow or another, with the combined efforts of the entire sales team, they managed to complete the whopping 10 projects, which had piled up beyond levels never seen before on time, handing the last one in with barely seconds to go. When they did, Zoe said,
Wow, isn't it amazing what you guys can do when you put your minds to it? Make sure tomorrow's work gets done too.
Unbelievably, she actually had the nerve to continue going home on time when guaranteed overtime had become a daily reality for every single one of her colleagues due to her laziness. Needless to say, everyone in the office was furious with her. I heard she was summoned into the head manager's office, where she was mercilessly chewed out by him and the sales manager in a grueling ordeal lasting over an hour. However, Zoe, still somehow not understanding why virtually the entire company was angry with her, started sulking, and in her pettiness decided not to go into work the next day. She was, of course, fired. Last I heard, she was going from one job to the next, unable to hold one down for long due to her abrasive personality, becoming increasingly despondent with every switch. Now, my sources tell me she lives in her mom's basement, and her transformation into a full-blown neat shut-in is complete.
Hey, Sophia. What's going on? Ah, Cassandra. I was just trying to get a hold of one of you guys. I'm at the meeting spot, but there's no one here.
What? Are you still half asleep? What are you talking about? We left already because you didn't show up at the meeting spot.
Huh? The meeting spot was the car park in front of the East Park, right? I arrived here 15 minutes earlier than the agreed time.
East Park? What are you talking about?
It was West Park, you dummy. West Park.
What? Wow, Sophia, what are we gonna do with you? I can't believe it. You went in the complete opposite direction. Aw, did you get your east and west mixed up?
Let me explain. East is where the sun rises, and west is where the sun sets. Do you understand now? Come on, I obviously know that. But it was me and my husband who designated East Park as the meeting spot because we're the ones who arranged the minibus to come. There's no way I'd get it wrong. Yeah, whatever. That's not important. What matters is that everyone apart from you went to West Park. So no matter what you say, you're the one who's wrong. What the? Don't try and pin your mistake on the rest of us, Sophia. Besides, to think the person who arranged the trip and scheduled the minibus would cancel on us at the last minute? How awful! On today of all days, when our whole group of mom friends are going out together, kids and all, because Elena and her family are moving away, after all that work that went into planning it? Even though it was your husband who went to the trouble of booking the minibus, my brother and Ada's husband had no choice but to rush out in their cars on short notice to pick us up so we wouldn't all be left stranded. I hope you know you'll be paying for the gasoline and toll booth fees as punishment for your shameful last-minute cancellation. What the hell? Anyways, that concludes your explanation as to why you're all on your own, but don't worry. I'll enjoy the luxury villa and buffet on your behalf. No, I'm going to make my way to where you guys are. What? Actually, we'd rather you didn't. Why not? This holiday isn't possible without me. Don't be so self-important. What you mean is that you think you're the leader of all the moms in our friend group. Ew, so gross. I really hate it when people like you let things go to their heads. You've gotten way too big for your boots, Sophia. That's not what I meant at all. Yeah, in any case, all of the moms are here in agreement. We have no intention of associating with someone who cancels on us at the last minute ever again. Sorry, sweetie. Looks like you're out of a friend group. What the? But don't worry. I'll be taking on the responsibility of group leader from here on out. See ya! Sophia, it's me, Ada. Oh, hey, Ada. Sorry we left without you. It's okay. I'm sorry I didn't make it to the meeting point on time. Cassandra was rushing us like a woman possessed. She wouldn't stop insisting that we leave, so we pulled onto the highway. But you can still make it, right? Yes, of course. My husband's already on his way out in the car. Got it. Phew. I'm really pleased you're still able to make it. Shall we all meet up at a service area or something? No, it's fine. I'd feel awful having you all wait around for me. I'd rather you just went on first. I'll message you when I arrive, and we can meet up then. Got it. But what actually happened today? Everyone was super shocked when they heard you didn't show up at the meeting point without getting in touch. We were all worried something might have happened to you. No, I'm fine. You see, I was waiting at the car park in front of the East Park. Huh? East Park? I got a message from Cassandra as I stood waiting on my own, wondering where everyone was. She got mad at me and said the meeting place was the West Park. I wonder if I made a mistake and told everyone West Park instead of East. Wait a second. We all got a message from Cassandra beforehand saying that the meeting spot had changed from East Park to West Park. What? Not just that, but it was literally at the last minute, right before we left the house. She said, in light of the sudden change, I've been left in charge of sending out the messages and ensuring everyone's aware of the situation. And then, when we finally made it to the West Park, she flipped out and said it all happened because you canceled on us at the last minute. I didn't do that. I never asked Cassandra to do that either. I thought so, because this holiday wouldn't be possible without you in the first place, right? Of course. I did try to contact you, but she just yelled, "What's wrong? Don't you trust me?" and knocked the phone out of my hand. Thinking it couldn't be helped, we left without you. But even still, all the moms were talking about how they thought there was something really weird about what Cassandra was claiming had happened, which is why I'm messaging you now while she can't see me. Wow, I see. I wonder what exactly she's trying to accomplish here. What's Cassandra doing now? She's traveling in another car at the moment. She said she'd get her brother to come out in his car when you didn't show, so she's with him now. The rest of the other moms and their families, including myself, are currently in my husband's minivan, which he's driving. Cassandra's son is in the minivan with us too. Oh, really? There were some issues with carrying capacity between Cassandra's brother's car and my husband's minivan, but all the other kids are here with us, and it would have been unfair to her son to have him travel alone without any of his friends. I see. So everyone's traveling in 2 vehicles then? That's right. I'm showing these messages to the other moms as we speak. Everyone thinks Cassandra's acting really weird. Does that mean they're not all mad because they think I canceled at the last minute? They don't think that. You worked so hard to plan every minor detail of this holiday for us. We all know that and are really grateful for you, Sophia. Don't worry. I'm glad. Cassandra's the one who went interfering with things and messing the whole plan up. It's not like any of us were even good friends with her in the first place. After she told us you wouldn't be coming this morning, she suddenly started acting like she was in charge of everyone. Even when I told her I'd arranged for my husband to come out with the van, she started ordering me around like she was my boss or something. To be honest, I found it quite revolting. Wow, seriously? I can't believe it. It looks like we're about to enter a service area for some coffee and a bite to eat. Let's see if we can't probe a little into what the hell that woman's up to. If we find anything out, I'll message you straight away. Okay, thank you. Hey, Sophia! So, just now, me and the girls stopped off at a service station and all ate ice cream together. Apparently, this place is famous for its ice cream, and it was so delicious. Oh, poor Sophia. If only you hadn't canceled on us at the last minute. You could have enjoyed these fun times with us on the road, too. Aw, sucks to be you. It really is such a shame. Cassandra? Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd actually have the nerve to reply to me. When you say you stopped off at a service area, that means you've been traveling on the highway, right? Yeah, that's right. Me and the other moms in the car are getting on like a house on fire. We're having a blast, Sophia. It's such a riot here. I was just about to message you, actually. Why? I've been speaking to the other moms, and we're thinking of changing the destination. What? Can we have your opinion, please, Cassandra? What are you talking about? There's no way we're changing the destination. Are you sure about that? Listen to me, Sophia. There's something you need to know. Huh? You have no place in this friendship group anymore. Even if you did meet up with us after all this time, everyone would be so disgusted with you for what you did that, you're better off not bothering. Is that so? But don't get the wrong idea. I'm not warning you to be mean. I'm warning you out of kindness. I'm probably the only one in this group kind enough to take you to task on your laziness and poor attitude, so you do well to listen to what I have to say. Anyways, see ya. Sophia, answer! Hey! Sophia, pick up now! Yes, Cassandra? What can I do for you? We just arrived at the villa, but the minivan with everyone else in it that was right behind our car until now isn't here. Huh? I've been messaging everyone to try and figure out where they went, but no one's replying. My son's in that minivan. Are you involved in this somehow? You're asking me if I'm involved, but I did ask you earlier, didn't I? About changing the destination? What? Everyone else was happy with it and got on board with my suggestion right away. But since you were insistent on sticking with the original plan, we just decided to leave you to it. So the minivan with everyone else pulled off at a junction earlier to head on to the new destination. What? I didn't know anything about this. And what about my son? You can't take my son from me like this. This is kidnapping, Kidnapping. That's strange. You should have had a message from your husband explaining the situation by now. Huh? My husband? Yes, your husband. Huh? Wait, no way. That message I got before dinner? He said he wouldn't be joining us for the holiday, but he must have had some kind of objective. Because apparently he's been following you in a rental car this whole time. What? No way. He messaged me around 10 a.m. to tell me what he was doing. And he sent me a thumbs up when I told him we'd changed destinations, so he was fully aware, which is why your son's with your husband now. So you have absolutely no need to worry. Wait a second. What the... By the way, Cassandra? What? Where do you plan on sleeping tonight? Oh yeah. Isn't this a bit wasteful of you guys to go changing the destination all of a sudden like this after all the planning that went into it? Wasteful? There's a huge luxury villa right in front of me as I write this message. There's no way I'm not staying here after coming all this way. Well, you see, Cassandra. Don't worry, I'll enjoy it to the fullest on you guys' behalf, since you all decided not to come. I have the key to the villa. What? I did tell you when I was coming up with the holiday plan, didn't I? That's one of the villas my cousin owns. What? Wait a sec. By any chance, when you said this holiday wouldn't be possible without you, is this what you meant? Yes, that's right. And I heard this from the other moms too. But the whole thing with the misunderstanding with the meeting spot and the accusations of the last-minute cancellations were all part of your scheme, weren't they? What do you mean? I found out what you did because the other moms in the minivan messaged me. They thought something weird was going on and were concerned about where I was. In the unlikely event that I wasn't able to come along for the holiday for some reason, the plan was to entrust the key to the villa to Ada, who also knows my cousin. However, you claimed that I simply didn't show up at the meeting spot without contacting anyone. At that point, everyone could see the glaring holes in your story and started to suspect something fishy was going on. Which is why not a single person in the group believed you when you said I'd pulled out last minute. To be honest, Cassandra, I have no idea why you did this. But when I explained everything to my cousin, he was absolutely furious. To quote his message, "There's no way I'm letting a scheming nutjob like that in my villa." So, as well as changing the destination, he very kindly invited us to another one of his villas, so none of us would have to associate with you any further. Which obviously meant that a condition of staying at the new place is that we didn't bring you with us. Oh my god. That said, we did think it'd be a little rude to change the plan behind your back, which is why I contacted you earlier asking what you thought about it. I was going to use it as an opportunity to suggest you book a hotel separately. But you insisted you had no interest in changing the destination. What? That's what that message was about? Yes. So, now that everything's clear, we'll be enjoying our holiday together now. Wait, where are me and my brother supposed to stay tonight? We hardly brought any money with us. You can't just leave us hanging out to dry like this. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's one more thing that's more than just a little bit fishy. When I was talking to your husband earlier, he told me that you don't have a brother. What? I wonder who that guy you're with right now could be. I won't say anything, but I think I've got a pretty good idea. No, Anyways, let's both enjoy our holidays, shall we? See ya! Apparently, Cassandra and her brother ended up sleeping in the car in front of the luxury villa. It seems she was under the mistaken impression that the moms in our friendship group were actually the boss mom clique at kindergarten. She had convinced herself that I was the leader of the boss moms because of my active role in the group, and the purpose of her scheme was to overthrow me and claim my position. The thing is, the actual boss moms are a completely different group. As for the matter with Cassandra's brother, it turns out he's actually her lover. Her plan to use our mom holiday as camouflage to fulfill her dream of a night of steamy passion in a luxury villa was an abject failure. As her marriage fell apart, her husband hired a lawyer, and after half a year of squabbles and legal wrangling, the divorce was finalized, and her husband took custody of their son. Due to all the crazy shenanigans she pulled, she was forced to pay a much higher rate of compensation than usual. Her inability to control her sordid desires ended up pretty much ruining her life.
Hey, Carol! Did you finish that stuff I asked you to do?
Good morning, Liz. That work you asked me to do? I'm not really sure what you're referring to.
Are you for real? That Excel file I asked for. I have to submit that file to Mr. Johnston by noon. I told you to have it done by then. Don't you remember, for God's sake?
Yeah, okay. I've got a pile of Excel files I'm working on at the moment. Can you point me in the right direction?
It's the one for the new account. I wanted you to add that total sequence to the file.
Total sequence?
It's used to provide a shortcut to data in a spreadsheet or something. Come on, you don't even know that? I thought you said you could use Excel.
Oh, do you mean token sequencing?
Huh? Anyway, Mr. Johnston asked me about it this morning, so I left it on your desk. I asked you to do it, so just do it. Got it?
Liz?
Yeah, what is it?
It's Mr. Johnston's job to assign work to other staff members, not yours. You're just a normal employee like the rest of us. What's more, you've only been here for a month or so. Actually, I have more seniority than you. TBH, you're not in a position to be giving me orders.
Huh? You're not serious. You're a contract employee. Don't act like you run this place. Everyone knows that a full-time employee has way more say-so than some mere contract employee. Everyone knows that. A full-timer has way more seniority than contractors. So, as an official employee of this company, you, the contractor, do as I say. That make you one of my staff members that I can boss around. Simple as that. Besides, you've only been assigned to this section for like a month. Give me a break. You're like 100 years too early to boss me around. Have I made myself clear? If so, get that total whatever done by 3 p.m.
You mean that token sequencing function, right?
Yeah, whatever, same thing. I'll tell Mr. Johnson that I made the changes, so when you're done, put that file on my desk, would you? Hey, did you get it done?
Yes, finished it over an hour ago.
Huh? See? If you put your mind to it, you can get it done. Okay, so what I want you to do next is...
The customer list, right?
Huh?
I put together that list through Access and updated it to the latest version. Oh, and that PowerPoint presentation you wanted. That's all ready to go. I placed that all in the new accounts folder. Just input today's date and you'll find it. If you relay the info to Mr. Johnston, he can access and use it right away during the meeting.
Hold on a second. Do you mean to tell me you got all that done in the last 2 hours?
Yes, that's right. I'm sure I got everything that you asked for. There's nothing missing, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, right.
If there is nothing else, my shift is ending, so I gotta wrap things up.
Not so fast! You're still in company's time!
I'm sorry, my folks are in town this week, so I want to spend as much time with them as I can. I already informed the section chief about leaving early this week.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Actually, I was supposed to leave before noon, but...
Oh, it's my fault, huh? Is that what you're hinting at?
I didn't say that. So that's the story. I better get going.
Hey, good evening, Carol.
Oh, hey Liz. I'm currently off the clock. Is there something you need?
About those files for the allocation process for that Monday meeting?
Next Monday?
My boss just asked me for a bunch of additional files for that account we're working on. He apparently wants it by 11 a.m. for the meeting with clients in the afternoon. I think it was scheduled for 2 or so get that done ASAP. This is really urgent. Okay, I'm counting on you.
Liz, hold on a second.
Huh? Not more of that belly aching, I hope. You're working for me. I suggest you do exactly what I tell you to do. Got it?
I have no intention of belly aching, as you put it. It's just that Monday. I already took the morning off. I informed the company several weeks ago. As I said, my folks are in town and we will be attending a friend's reception. Those events tend to go on forever, so what's more, the reception is a couple of hours away. A pretty long drive. Figured I should take the morning off.
Huh? You're not serious. You're being a bit self-centered, don't you think?
Excuse me?
For Pete's sake, you've only been at this company for a month. You're just a new hire. You really have the gall to take time off so soon?
Well, regarding my work preferences, I confirmed the company policy beforehand. I would not have taken the job if I wasn't free to choose my schedule. Besides, there is no company policy that I know of that says a contract worker can't take time off, even after a month of being hired.
Yeah, well, it may not be a company policy, but it's just common sense. Even if you're allowed to take time off, most employees won't, out of courtesy to the company.
Not sure about that. I think you're way off. There are certain labor laws. I doubt the company wants to run afoul of such laws.
Huh? What are you, a lawyer?
Maybe 10 or 20 years ago. That kind of thinking may have been the norm, but With a new and younger administration, work environment has changed drastically. There is no more working overtime out of obligation to the company. Recent labor laws are very beneficial to workers, you know, and that goes for both full-time employees as well as contract workers like myself.
Well, there may be such a policy in place, but we ignore that for the good of the company.
Didn't you take a week off to go on that vacation last week? What you're saying and your actions don't seem to coincide.
Don't give me that. I really can't believe you, Carol. You've only been here for a month and you talk like some know-it-all professor or something. So cheeky.
Well, anyway, I'm busy on Monday. I did everything by the book, and the company confirmed that it's okayed, so I have no intention of changing that.
Hold on a second, Carol.
If the boss assigned you the job, I suggest you take care of it. After all, it's your job.
No, I can't accept that. You be here early Monday morning. I expect those files by 11 a.m. Got it? I have every right to assign you this work. I'm a full-time employee here. You work for me.
Am I hearing you right? I mean, really? Are you being serious?
Of course I'm serious. You are really slow to catch on. It's common knowledge in this day and age. A full-time employee is way higher in stature than some part-time contractor like you. Let me put it real simple, so you understand. I am a full-time employee, which makes you my underling. So any job I assign you, that's coming from your superior.
Okay, I get it. That's how you perceive your current position at the company.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sense. You don't do what I say, and I have no other choice but to tell the boss and the other managers that you're an incompetent worker. Hey, Carol, pick up! Why aren't you here? You're supposed to be here in the office at 8 a.m. sharp. Come on, stop ignoring me! How many times did I tell you to be here? You know what this means, right? This is your boss. I'm giving you an order. Pick up!
Oh, Liz, good morning.
It's about time. Where the hell were you? Do you realize it's after 9 a.m.?
Yes, of course. What about it?
Where the hell are you?
I just pulled off to the side of the road to answer your text.
And so what time are you planning on arriving today?
I'm still on the road back. No way I can make it in the morning.
Are you out of your mind? What are you planning to do about those files I asked you to do? I told you to get those done by 11 a.m. Don't tell me you forgot.
I've said this countless times. I took the morning off. The office is aware of it.
Yeah, and I told you countless times. Your boss is telling you to do your job. I never gave you permission to take time off.
Well, you know what? I think you should take this up with your boss and see what he has to say about it.
Huh?
You can say you assigned your contract worker to do a specific job. She snobbishly turned you down. Really simple if you think about it, don't you agree? And you can add that you, as my immediate boss, commanded me to do a job, but I said I took the morning off and failed to show up. Then you could ask him what you should do about those files. That makes sense, huh? Seems like the only option you have.
Well, I could, but...
If that's all, I gotta get back on the road.
Wait, hold on a second.
I've already wasted time pulling over. I have to get my dad to drive since I have some spreadsheets to work on.
Spreadsheets? Does it mean you have the PC with you? Then why don't you start working on those files?
Sorry, goodbye.
Don't you dare cut me off! Carol, pick up! This is all your fault! Answer, for God's sake!
Hello, can I help you?
I thought you were coming to the office in the afternoon.
I am at the office. At the main office.
Main office? You're just a part-timer. What are you doing there? This is no time to be screwing around. This is all your fault. Do you realize the trouble you've caused?
Trouble? Me?
Those files I asked you to do. I couldn't get them in on time for the meeting.
Oh yeah, those files. Another staff member got those done in time for the meeting.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, about the work you've been assigning me, I reported all that to Mr. Johnston, your boss. He took a look at the workload and reassigned the work to me and the other staffers.
Huh?
So regarding those additional files, Mr. Johnston knew I was taking the morning off, so he reassigned that to another staffer, who subsequently got it done in time, so no worries.
You've got to be kidding me! What the hell are you doing going directly to my boss? You're just a lowly contractor. You have no right to do that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If I was a lowly contractor, I would never be able to do that. You're certainly correct about that.
What the hell are you blabbering about?
My boss gave me permission. I'm going to be straight with you, Liz.
What? What is it?
I just recently joined the HR department as a full-time employee.
HR?
I'm also related to the company president.
The president?
You know what? We're actually the same. New employees.
Wait, hold on a sec. What's going on here? What are you even talking about?
Well, it seems that section you're working in, apparently 5 staffers had quit in the last year. The main office thought it was strange and wanted to investigate why. Obviously, they had to get to the bottom of it. They chose me as a new employee and somebody nobody knew to work there as a contractor. My job was to monitor the situation and work environment of our section to determine the cause.
Not sure what you're getting at. What's that got to do with me?
Simply put, I was assigned by the main office to investigate your department.
Investigate?
I was able to monitor the environment of your department for the past month, and I did feel the entire atmosphere of the office seems a bit too relaxed. But the main problem was you, Liz. You were the main problem.
Me? What did I do that was so terrible?
Do you really not know?
All I've been doing is working and doing a good job of it, for your information.
The main problem was your brash attitude towards contracted workers. You even said it to me. A full-timer has way more seniority than contractors, and that I was your staff member.
Yeah, well, that was because...
Your thinking on such matters is completely mistaken. And regarding all that work you've been forcing onto other staffers, the reason is because you don't have a full grasp of how to use the software. We all know your educational background. Well, subsequently, we pressed your current boss and another manager about their relationship with you, and lo and behold, it seems they were regular customers at Starlight Lounge downtown, where you worked. We found that you had relations with them, and in exchange for your services, they promised you a full-time job at this company. Am I leaving anything out?
Hold it a second. How could you know?
And this relationship is still ongoing. For your information, Mr. Johnston and the other managers spilled the beans about this relationship and how you landed this job.
You can't be serious. This is not happening.
This is a problem. A big problem for our company. It goes completely against our strict compliance policies.
Can't we work something out?
Regarding you and the others, a judgment has already been made regarding this unfortunate situation.
This is not happening!
The manager of the HR department is on his way there to relay the consequences regarding this matter.
What's going on?
Actually, I'm typing this online in the cab. I'm headed over there right now.
You've got to be kidding me, right?
All right then, I will talk to you later. When we arrived at the office, all the people involved gathered into one of the meeting rooms. It seems Liz was working at the Starlight Lounge as a hostess to pay off her ex-husband after their divorce. Well, she managed to pay off her debt, but now needed a full-time job. Not just any job, but a stable office job. So she curried favor with those guys and landed a job in the company. As a consequence, these guys were demoted to mere office workers. What's more, they were transferred to far-off company affiliates. As for Liz, it was determined her educational background and computer skills were severely lacking, and as a result, she was subsequently fired. Mr. Johnston's wife obviously found out about the whole affair and demanded a divorce, and I hear he had to pay a significant amount as compensation. The head of the HR department's last words to Liz were, "Education and computer skills are important if you want to land a good position." Not really sure if she took it to heart, though.
Hey, Good evening, Carly. I need to ask you a little favor. Hey, are you there? Please respond.
Good evening. Sorry, but I don't know who this is. Jog my memory?
Do you seriously not remember me? By any chance, are you bad at remembering your friends' names, Carly? It's me, Leah, you dummy.
Leah.
Megan's mom? Surely that rings a bell.
Oh, Megan from my son's class. So you're his mom. He says him and your daughter really get along. She sounds like a lovely girl.
I can't believe it took saying my daughter's name for you to remember me.
You really should make more of an effort with your friends. I'm really sorry, Leah. I hope you're not offended. Anyway, what was it you wanted? Can I help you with something?
Yes, you can, actually. I need you to do me a little favor.
A favor? From me?
And don't worry, it's nothing difficult.
Okay, great. So, what is it?
It's about your husband, Callum. Will you lend him to me?
Excuse me? Look, I'm sorry, Leah. I've read your message 3 times over, and I'm still no closer to understanding what you mean. Forgive me for asking, but by any chance, did you make a typing error?
What? A typing error?
You want me to lend you my husband?
Yes, lend me him.
What?
I need him for the weekend. If you send him over on Friday night, you can have him back on Sunday evening. How does that sound? Be a darling and help out a friend.
I obviously can't lend you my husband. What the hell?
Huh? You can't?
Of course I can't. He is my husband, not some inanimate object. Why would I lend you him? This is the weirdest question I've been asked in my life. Oh, please, would you stop? You're making me uncomfortable.
You have to understand. My mother will be stopping by at the house on Saturday morning.
Your mom? What does that have to do with my husband?
I haven't been back to the family house or seen her in over 10 years. You could say the relationship has always been somewhat strained. I got married and had my Megan during those 10 years since we last spoke, so now I'm a mom and a housewife. I don't know how, but apparently she found out and wants to have a role in her granddaughter's life, which means now she's intent on coming to visit this weekend to meet Megan and my husband. She wouldn't take no for an answer, so I have to take appropriate action.
I see. That's all very interesting, and I'm sorry to hear you're in a difficult situation. But no matter which way you look at it, this still has nothing to do with my husband, Callum. Appropriate action. I don't understand what you mean.
That's where you're wrong. It has everything to do with Callum. My mother asked for a picture of my husband, so I sent her a picture of your Callum.
You did what?
Think about it. He's so devilishly handsome. What choice did I have? Oh, not just a pretty face either. He's got a great reputation for being an amazing dad who's always there for the kids. He's practically in a different league to my husband. My man's so ugly, it looks like his face was designed by a blind man on drugs. And what's worse, he's always away on business. So that's why I need you to lend me Callum.
No way.
Huh? But I just explained in detail why I need him. I thought you were going to hand him over.
I never said that, not even once.
I've got it. Okay, how does this sound? If you lend me your Callum for the weekend, I'll lend you my husband sometime. One weekend and you get to choose when. That's fair, right?
I don't want to borrow your husband. What's wrong with you?
What do I have to do to get you to lend me him then?
There's nothing you could do or say that could possibly change my mind. Do you understand? I'm saying this unequivocally. It's absolutely not going to happen.
Oh, good grief. Why are you so stubborn and selfish? Which part is selfish? He's my husband, for crying out loud. Anyway, you said your mom's coming on Saturday morning, didn't you? Why do you want him from Friday night? I think that's quite obvious. If we suddenly have to play the part of loving couple in front of my mother straight after meeting each other, we won't seem genuine, and she'll figure out what's going on. That's why we have to spend the night together first, doing all sorts of loving couple things. If you catch my drift. Wink. That way, we'll be very convincing, and my mother won't suspect a thing.
What?
Oh, yeah. And I need you to watch my kid while you're at it. As usual, my actual husband is out on a business trip overseas, so don't worry about him finding out and causing any drama. But that also means I need you to look after Megan while the two of us get hot and steamy.
Don't worry. The things you're saying are causing me nothing but worry. You're actually disturbed.
What? Hey, that's not very nice.
Like, wow, are you actually this creepy? I'm worried you lost your mind, and I don't know whether I should find you professional help, because who the hell asks this? Tell me it's all a joke. Who'd have thought lovely little Megan's mom would be such a dangerous, perverted weirdo? Should you really be raising children?
Oh my God, you're horrible. Are you trying to upset me?
Oh, damn, that felt good. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did go a little overboard there. It's like my hands took on a life of their own.
A little overboard? All I'm asking is to borrow your husband, and you bite my head off and try to commit me to a goddamn psych ward. Jeez, lady.
Anyway, the main point here is that Callum is my husband. Whether it's just for the weekend or not, whether it's for some silly little charade to trick your estranged mother or not, he's not your husband. If in spite of that, you persist in making these creepy, inappropriate requests, I will be forced to take appropriate action. So I kindly request that you cease and desist at once. Goodbye.
Carly, help!
Huh? What's wrong, Callum? You'll be getting home soon, right? What's going on?
That Leah woman you told me about earlier is waiting for me outside the ticket gate at the station as we speak.
What? Like she's lying in wait to ambush you?
Probably. That's what it looks like. Her clothes are a little, how to put this, tight-fitting. She's wearing a miniskirt so tight she looks like she's ready to pop out of it. I could see so much skin, it wouldn't be weird if the police picked her up thinking she's cruising for clients. Her face is absolutely caked in makeup. It's terrifying. Ugh. She just winked and blew a kiss at me. This is so creepy. Ugh.
Oh, I guess that means she saw you then.
I'm just thankful I noticed before I left the ticket gate, but I won't be able to make it back home at this rate. I should have been more careful. I never would have guessed in a million years that she'd show up and wait for me at the station. She's unhinged.
What to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Can you go to the next station? I think it's called 16th Street Station, right?
16th Street Station?
I'm gonna come out on my bike to meet you. Let's meet up there and then go home together, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have to leave little Derek with my mom first before I get on my bike, so it's probably gonna be about 30 minutes until I get there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna head over to 16th Street Station and sit tight.
Great. Let's meet at the northern entrance, okay?
It's a plan. See you soon. Thanks, Carly.
Carly, are you there? This is urgent. I went to meet Callum at the station after he got off work, but he turned around before exiting the ticket gate, and it seems like he went back into the station. What's going on? Me and him are supposed to be spending the night together. I pulled out all the stops. I tidied the place up, bought wine, candles, even baby oil, but he just vanished. What with us being a couple for the next 3 days, I thought it would make sense to come and meet him after work, because that's what couples do, right? I never would have thought that a big, strong, handsome man like him would be this shy. Can you persuade him to come out of the ticket gate ASAP, please? I'm getting cold in these clothes. Plus, we need to spend as much time as we possibly can together tonight to prepare for my mother's assault in the morning.
He won't come no matter how long you wait.
Huh?
Callum's already at home with me.
What? No way. He's still inside the station somewhere. I know he is. He didn't even leave the ticket gate yet.
He's having a relaxing soak in the tub as we speak.
Huh? No. You're making some kind of mistake. I saw him at the ticket gate just a little while ago. When I winked and blew him a kiss, he got all shy and turned back. He knows I'm waiting for him. He wouldn't just leave me stood around like this.
He came home from the 16th Street station today.
Huh? 16th Street?
He messaged me begging for help as soon as he saw you. Then turned around, got right back on the train, and got off at 16th Street. I came out to meet him, and we went home together. We just arrived at the house.
Wait, this isn't how things were supposed to be. We had a promise.
We most definitely did not have a promise. In fact, I made it very clear that the answer was no, didn't I?
But Carly, please. My mother will be here in the morning. I have to show her that me and my husband Callum are deeply in love. I showed her his picture already, damn it! How could you hang me out to dry like this? If you don't let me borrow him tonight, I'll be in big trouble.
Why don't you just be honest and introduce her to your real husband? That way you won't scare the living daylights out of any innocent people, and your mom gets to meet your actual family. Everyone wins. Why not just say you got a little carried away and wanted to impress her? Play it off like you were joking and you're all embarrassed. I'm sure she won't mind.
I can't do that. I'd never live it down. My husband's only redeeming quality is his salary. How can I introduce a man that unfortunate looking to my mother? Besides, it's only one weekend. What's the problem with lending me your hunky husband for a measly 3 days? Callum would have a good time. My mom would be proud of me for bagging such a great husband. Everyone wins.
Oh, God, how many times? How many times do I have to tell you? Callum is not your husband. Can I kindly ask you to stop making me so angry? This is me holding back. You have no idea how hard I'm trying not to flip a switch on you right now. I just know I'm gonna say something I regret if you don't cut this out right now. Don't push it, Leah. I swear it won't be pretty.
Carly,
Do you understand what I meant when I said you were disturbed, that you need professional help? Since you're not actually my problem, maybe I should give a certain person away on business right now a call and explain the situation.
Guys, don't do that. Okay, I'll stop. I swear. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Ah, you finally get it. Oh, what a relief. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? I'm so silly. Here's the thing. I may have already called your husband and told him exactly what you've been doing. All of it. Chat logs and all.
What? You're bluffing. How would you have my husband's number? What the?
I phoned kindergarten and asked for Megan's emergency contact details, which they kindly obliged. Oh, one more thing. He's not away on business anymore. Want to know where he is? That's right. He cut the trip short to come home and deal with his deranged wife. My guess is that he's waiting at home for you to get back. Don't keep him waiting, okay?
What have you done? You have no idea how bad this is for me. My life is over.
Oh, yeah. And let's not forget your mom. I wonder what she's gonna say.
Huh?
Apparently, your husband got her number off a friend of yours. He said she'll be arriving soon. Looks like they'll both be waiting for you when you get back. Oh, aren't you lucky?
No way!
Oh, I just got another message from your husband. I just spotted my wife dressed like a $5 prostitute while driving past the station. I'm going to take her home now. Ah, looks like your taxi's here.
No!
With that, Leah was successfully captured and taken home, where she couldn't do any further damage. Her husband told me a couple of things when he showed up at our house with some chocolates to apologize. First of all, as you probably expected, he decided to divorce her. It turns out she'd been treating her husband like her personal ATM for a long time before this, and had a habit of spending all his money on clothes and alcohol. Her attempt to steal my husband was the straw that broke the camel's back. Everyone has a limit, and this was his. What's worse, he said she almost never did the housework and showed no interest in childcare, so he was, for all intents and purposes, a single parent, despite living with his wife. He told me all about how Leah would force his mother to watch the kid while she went out drinking and partying into the early hours. Naturally, all of the above considered, her husband won custody of Megan. Having nowhere left to go, Leah went back to the family home after having no contact with her parents for 10 years. Apparently, the reason she became estranged from her parents in the first place was because they forced her to do ungodly amounts of housework that bordered on manual labor. Having nowhere else to go, she had no choice but to return to her old life of servitude, and is now exhausted 24/7, 7 days a week, due to being worked like a dog by her overbearing parents. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Abigail, what the heck do you think you're doing? Did you leave Ava on my front doorstep?
Ah, good. You found her so early in the morning. That's such a relief for me.
You could have done anything, but you thought it was best to ring my doorbell and run off early in the morning?
Well, it's not good to leave a 1-year-old child outside for a long period of time by themselves.
If you knew that, then you shouldn't have done that. And besides, what if I refused to let her into the house? Then what would you have done?
But if I had some errands to run, then I guess there's not much I could have done about it.
No matter how close you are to your neighbors, you can't just leave your child the way you did. It's barbaric.
But you're a full-time housewife now. So what's the problem, Katrina? You are free, right? So there should be no issues with looking after my daughter.
How many times do I have to say this to you? I had no choice but to quit my job, as my husband's company is making him transfer. My family would be moving somewhere else.
Yeah, that's why I objected to that. So you can take care of my daughter, you see. Now that my friend next door has become a full-time housewife, it's easier for me to leave my daughter with her. It wouldn't work at all if you and your husband had to move. That's why your husband should just move by himself and leave his family alone.
Don't you see what you're saying right now is so selfish, Abigail?
No, not really. Look, I'm meeting up with someone right now. We'll talk about this later.
Wait a minute, Abigail. You can't just bail on the conversation. You're causing so much trouble. You can't just do this to your own daughter. Abigail! How could you just leave Ava on my front doorstep once again? Now you're just being totally irresponsible when it comes to your child's well-being.
Oh, hey. Wow. You were a bit late in noticing her today, weren't you?
I just found out about 30 minutes ago. I went out to run some errands and I decided to go to my parents' house in the neighboring town. My husband, who was at home, heard what seemed to be the sound of crying around by our front door early this morning. He went out to have a look and was shocked to see that it was Ava bawling her eyes out, so he let her inside.
No, what? Your husband hasn't left you alone to go to his new job yet?
Abigail, I'm moving from this house in a week's time. That's it. You can't keep doing this. I heard that the temperature this morning was a lot cooler than usual for this time of year. How could you leave a 1-year-old outside in the freezing cold weather?
Right, okay. Just take care of my daughter, please and thank you.
You're being such an irresponsible mother. My house is not a child care center.
I don't care for all the finer details. I'm just asking for this one tiny little favor. Besides, you got a child to take care of anyway, Katrina. Having another kid to look after is hardly going to change anything.
You know that my child is an elementary school student, right? During the daytime like today, it's a school day.
So? It means that you have a lot more extra time on your hands to look after my daughter.
That's not how it works, Abigail.
No, great. I'll leave you to take care of her. I'll be back later tonight.
Are you even listening to me, Abigail? I'm not a child care center.
Hey, I promised a friend that I would hang out with them today.
Really? It's such an unavoidable task that you have to ditch your daughter again to hang out with a friend?
Yes, of course. Since you become a full-time housewife, your help has been impeccable. On that note, enjoy your time with my kid, and I'll catch up with you later.
Abigail, if you're going to keep causing trouble, I'll just have to put my ideas into action. Let that be a warning to you.
Hello? I left Ava at your front door over an hour and a half ago, and I still haven't got any messages from you. Are you there, Katrina? Since I haven't heard from you, does that mean you're finally agreeing to take care of my daughter?
What are you on about, Abigail?
I mean, either way, I'll be back in 3 days' time, so thank you for taking care of her again.
Abigail, there's no way this is happening right now. Did you try to leave Ava at my house again?
I didn't try to leave her there. I did leave her at your house. It's been an hour and a half already, so obviously you've let her into your house, right? The fact that you didn't contact me is proof above everything else.
No, I don't remember accepting your daughter into my house without directly asking me. Didn't you hear me telling you that it was going to be -3 degrees this morning? It's a really cold morning, Abigail, and since you're a mother, it's on you if you didn't consider that in your so-called plans.
I had no choice but to do that. I can control the weather. I'm already on the plane right now, so just get my daughter from your front door and look after her for a while. Since you live next door, you're like family to me, so I can request anything from you without any hassles. It's such a lucky thing to have.
Are you serious? You know that I'm also on a plane, right?
Huh? No, I'm on a plane, silly. What are you talking about?
I've already told you about this, Abigail. I said this time last week that I was moving out of my house. Today is the moving out day.
Oh, right. So your husband has finally left you behind. Of course you'll be at home by yourself then.
No, I'm with my child as well.
Oh, yes, of course you're with your child. You're with my child as well.
That's not it at all, Abigail. I'm only with my child right now, not yours. It was the plan all along for my whole family to move away together.
I have to turn off my phone now. The plane is about to take off.
Abigail? Abigail, is your phone on again? If your husband isn't picking up any of his calls, I guess your phone might also be turned off. We're already working on getting some care for Ava since you abandoned her. By leaving her in my care, you've really put yourself between a rock and a hard place, Abigail. You better be prepared for what is going to come next. Well, I guess from now on, I won't be in touch with you. Once you get this message, you should contact your husband as soon as possible.
Oh, Katrina, I just landed. I'm just in the airport's arrival gate now. I might have to wait a while to get a car back, so it might take about an hour to get home maybe. If it starts to get a little late, I'll just stay at a nearby hotel for the night. So, could you please look after Ava for just one more night? That would be great.
Abigail, I may be wrong, but did you have your phone turned off for your entire trip?
Huh? What do you mean?
You need to go back through your chat history to understand what's been going on here. It seems like you've never got in touch with your husband after all.
Huh? Would have helped my husband. What? What do you even mean? Katrina, did you try to contact my husband or something?
I suppose you saw your chat history from 3 days ago then.
What the heck do you mean by your messages? By the time I moved in next door to you, my husband was already working away from home. It would have been nice if he returned every 6 months or so, though.
Yeah, you've told me all this before, Abigail. You said the reason why you wanted to move into that house is so that you could be in your husband's hometown.
Yeah, that's true, but how can you talk to my husband?
Well, my husband and I were childhood friends, and we were born and raised in that same area. As you know, we got married. Your husband was also from the same place as us and went to the same elementary and middle school together. In other words, we have known him way longer than you.
What? Well, this is just a small world, isn't it?
I exchanged contact information through my husband, and now there's no need to contact your husband directly about what you've done.
No, wait, what? Oh, this can't be happening.
Since you decided to leave your daughter again a week ago, I contacted your husband and explained the situation. He said his mother was at home, and that I could go to your mother-in-law for help.
My mother-in-law is involved now? No.
Your mother-in-law's house is literally only a 10-minute car ride away. In addition to that, the old lady who lives diagonally across from my house knows your mother-in-law, so she was able to help out as well.
What the heck is that extreme reaction to you taking care of my daughter?
3 days ago, when you left Ava at my front doorstep, the old lady immediately came over and took care of her once she saw her sitting there by herself. She raced back to her house and called your mother-in-law, and she came over and took care of Ava.
You can't do that. Where's my Ava now?
Based on the recent events, I assume your mother-in-law is taking much better care of her than you ever would. I didn't even want to touch on what I was hearing, but why didn't you just check on her yourself?
No way. It was your job to check on her and take care of her while I was away. This has made me extremely angry.
Even if you say things like that, it's not going to help. I don't know your mother-in-law's contact information.
Then why don't you check with my husband?
Why should I have to do it? I'm still unpacking from moving into my new house.
I'm only asking you to check on my daughter. What's the big deal?
She isn't my daughter. You're the one that needs to do it. I'm starting my new day job the day after tomorrow. It seems like it's a complete waste of time trying to talk to you about how important it is to look after your own child.
A complete waste of time?
Yes, you need to do everything on your own. It's your mess, so you clean it up.
How dare you say something like that to me? I'm absolutely disgusted right now.
You left Ava in the -3-degree weather in the early hours of the morning. You don't need to say how horrible I'm being when you don't even care about your own daughter. I see no point in continuing this conversation if you can't see what you've done is wrong. See ya, Abigail.
My husband filed a divorce from me.
Wait, Abigail? It's been a few weeks since we last talked.
And I lost custody rights to Ava. Even my own parents are super angry at me and have disowned me. Why is everyone so against me?
Oh, I got a call from your husband saying that he owes me an apology for what you did to me, and that he found out that you were having an affair, and that the last trip you went on with your secret lover was actually a love affair vacation. What's more is that you lied to your lover that you were in fact single and not dating anyone.
Well, if you just took care of Ava, like you were supposed to, none of this would have happened.
At that point, I was moving my family and we were boarding a plane to our new home. I told you many times that I was moving, but you didn't care about anyone else in the situation and did what you wanted to do. You can't blame me for your wrongdoings.
Your stupid husband should have been the only one who moved so that you could take care of my daughter. Stop lying! This is your fault!
It wasn't my selfish decisions and my infidelity that led to Ava needing childcare. It should have been your own responsibility. From the beginning to the end, there was no other conversation had other than that I was moving away. I told you and you didn't listen.
But you can't do this to me.
I'm constantly repeating the same things over and over again. I'm done. I've had enough of you.
But Wait a minute. Katrina, please?
There's no point. I'm done waiting. Enjoy your new single life, Abigail.
You can't just end it like that, Katrina!
I couldn't believe the reason that Ava needed childcare was for Abigail to have a love affair vacation. My first thought was that Ava is now safe, away from her mother. We made a decision to contact the husband when Ava was left at my doorstep for the second time. On the third time, we had the help from the mother-in-law and the old lady across the road. I felt so relieved that the plan worked out. Also, during the second and third times that she abandoned her daughter, there was already an investigation launched into her affair. She is now paying alimony for what she's done. The partner that she cheated with and who she had deceived also paid up. She can't rely on anyone as they have all disowned her. It seems like she spends her days working from morning to night while the energy in her soul runs out. I guess that's what you get for not looking after your own child.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.